Hey guys, welcome to Android application development for the absolute beginner. If you have the slightest desire to learn Android but don't have any prior knowledge of code, you're at the right place. I created this tutorial series for those people who have the slightest desire to learn Android and Java but have no idea where to start. But luckily you found this place, and now you know where to start. If you've been following LackleTap's previous Android tutorial series, you can obviously tell I stopped because it was a failure, and I'm just going to restart it. Hopefully this one's better, clearer, and more understandable. But for now, let's begin by installing the basic things that we'll need to make an Android application. So you're going to want to start by going into your web browser. I'm using Safari, doesn't matter. Go to developer.android.com. You'll be coming back here often, not quite often, but you'll be coming back here from time to time for information. There's just a lot of information on this website that's useful for developing on Android. So you're going to click Develop, Tools, Download, and click the big blue button. I can't tell you how many times today I have clicked this button. I think it's getting close to about 400 takes. I don't even know. I'm losing my mind right now. Click the big blue button. My computer's going crazy. As you can see, I'm still downloading the last takes Android SDK. I'm not even gonna click it. So do the following here. Just download it, whatever. So while this is downloading, Google Java JDK, and it's usually the first one. So it's Java SE downloads. Go ahead and click it. And you're going to scroll down a little bit, and you're going to click this big button that says Java Platform JDK. Go ahead and click that. It's starting to get a little more confusing. I can just tell because there's a lot of links, not a lot of explanation. But here's your explanation. Actually, whatever. Anyway, you have to accept the license agreement before you can click any of these links. It won't let you download it. So you're going to find your operating system. Most likely you'll be using Windows or Mac. I don't know. So find your operating system. Go ahead and click the download file. Download it. Do not install anything yet. Don't. I know you feel tempted to run that installer, but don't. Just pause right here. Wait for the downloads to finish. Then come back here when both of these things are done downloading. Alright, we're back, and you should have everything downloaded. Oh, look at that! The last takes Android SDK is just finished downloading. So it should take you about 5 to 10 minutes to download everything. Or it should have by this time. I'm losing my mind, I tell you. It won't be as bad for other tutorials. I haven't done this in weeks. So you shouldn't have any errors. I'd be surprised if you do. I should just say it now. If you get any errors, just make a comment on the video. I will respond very soon because I really pay attention to the comments section. But yeah, shoot me a comment if you get any errors on any parts of the series, and I'll try to help you out. But for now, you're going to want to close your web browser. You're going to want to open Finder or Windows Explorer. If you're on a PC running Windows 7 or 8. On Windows 8, there's an icon down here. It's shaped as a folder. Windows 7, right-click the Start menu. Choose Explorer. Mac, as I said, open Finder. Go to Downloads. If you don't have this folder here already, Windows or Mac, on Windows, of course, it's not going to say Mac. It's going to say something related to Windows, probably. If it's not here, it's most likely in your downloads folder. It's the default location for any web browser to it's the default location for any web browser to put all the files in. So you're going to find this file in the downloads folder. Move it to the documents folder. Open it, and here's where the bundle takes place. Previously, I'm not sure if the ADT existed before. I just had to download the clips separate. Eclipse programs separately, but they made it easier for you. They made it into a bundle. So you're lucky. I had to go through the painful process of finding and installing and downloading Eclipse. But you're lucky. So go to SDK, go to Tools, and click Android. Do not look at any of this. It'll just confuse you. Probably. A mini heart attack just looking at all this. I know I did. I was like, whoa. Gonna stop coding here. And then I further on read the instructions and had to set up everything. I was like, just click Android. Don't worry about anything else. I'm like, oh, okay. And then I was brought to this less complicated screen. Just really don't look at that. That is really just. You should really clean it up. You know, like move Android to a place where you won't get confused. And you could accidentally click one of these things, but whatever. So now you're brought to the SDK manager. And I'm gonna collapse this because we don't need that yet. I'm gonna go over everything here. Here's your tools. This folder basically manages updates for this window and the bridge between Eclipse and the SDK manager. Basically, this whole program just updates, just manages your updates for the platforms, for the Android platforms, and manages your updates. And it's the place where you install Android, you download Android platforms, so you can code with them. So we're going to close the tools one. And for this tutorial series, I'm going to be downloading Android 4.2.2, otherwise known as Jelly Bean. So to download it, simply press the check mark, install the 6 packages. I know it says 7 because I have one update down here that needs to be installed. So just download that. You can choose anyone. You can choose any of the others you would like to. I don't recommend that because you are a beginner. I recommend following along with me step by step to avoid any possible errors. And I strongly advise you to get 4.2.2. Although if you work with any of the others, you probably won't get any errors, especially in this beginner series. I'm not going anything too hardcore code. But you shouldn't have any errors. Don't use these for 2.2, 2.1, 1.6, 1.5. Those are obsolete. You can use 2.3.3 and above. Just don't use these. Bad things will probably happen. Errors and such. So down here we have extras, and that's just what they are, extras. You have AdMob SDK, so you can have ads in your application to make money. Analytics, so you can track where your users are spending most of your time. Like you just tell where if a user is spending more time on one screen than on another. And you have a bunch of other stuff like Google Play billing. You should probably be already familiar with these things if you just use an Android smartphone. You should be familiar with most of these things. If you're not, don't worry about it. Probably won't even come back to these anytime soon. But for now, download the platform you prefer to work with. I really don't care. Just don't choose these 4. That's all I'm going to tell you. Do not choose these 4. It will crash. Not crash, but it just don't. Anyway, close that. Now we're going to go back, open the Eclipse. That's not it. Open Eclipse. And we're going to launch Eclipse. Let it load. And now we have to set up a workspace. A workspace is it's basically a folder, and it stores all your projects. So we're gonna click Browse. Yes, Document/Tables. That was my last take on this tutorial. I've done it 300 times. I'm running out of folder names. So you're gonna click Documents, New Folder, and we're going to name it. I'm looking around my room right now trying to find something to name it after, because I'm literally out. Post-it note. So we're going to name the folder Post-it. You can name it whatever you want. I really don't care. I'm naming it Post-it note because I'm literally out of ideas. We're going to click Create, and then Open. Now it's going to run through the setup process. It's going to set up your workspace to get it working with Eclipse. So this will take about a minute. It shouldn't take too long. And you should see a welcome screen come up now. So this is just a welcome screen. You can read if you want. I'm honestly just going to ignore it and exit out of it immediately because I really don't care. But for this tutorial series, we are finished. We have installed Java. We have installed Android ADT. We are all set. I hope this tutorial series was easy to understand, as that was my main goal. That's mainly what I care about, is you understanding everything. If you didn't understand anything in this tutorial series, please leave a comment. But that's it for this tutorial, and I'll see you later, guys. Hey guys, thanks for watching that tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and most importantly, share this video if you know anybody who has a desire to learn how to code, but has no idea where to start. Our goal is to provide people the knowledge on how to make Android applications to those with little knowledge on code. Thanks again, guys.